All right, team. Workout number 2. This is the one where you do need a little more equipment. You need the dumbbells, and then you need like a table or a wall. Surprise, there'll be push-ups. And if you want, you can use an elastic, but that's optional. I mean, everything of this is optional, but you know what I mean. Meet me on the mat. We're starting this workout with a circuit of 4 exercises. We're doing them 30 seconds on and 15 seconds of rest. I'm demoing 2 rounds. If you want to do more, you just rewind and you do another round. First one is a side plank on the right. There are a variety of options. What's not an option is that your shoulder is under your elbow forward and you keep your hip pointing forward. Option 1, on your knee. I want you to really squeeze here to round, and you can lift your arm. Now, your arm's not here, your arm's not there, your arm is up here. You hang out here or you lift. You know, let's just all stick with this plank because I like it. Next one is squat with a pull. So you pretty much reach up your arms and you pull down. Start standing, toes can point out a little bit, shoulders come back, and then you pull down and reach. Remember, breathe in, pelvic floor, up and out. Next one, side plank on the other side, surprise, and then an elevated push-up. I have my table here. I set up my hands, and then I walk myself out. Look, now I'm still sticking up my, first all, see my hanging belly? We don't want that, boom. And then I move myself forward and lead with my chest, come down. You'll be missing my head here. That's okay. I could also do push-ups up here. See, boop. You can go on the wall. Whatever works for you, engage your core, happy thoughts. That's our 4 moves. And we do it twice. So come on the floor. We're starting with a side plank. I will set a proper timer so I do not cheat you out here and we're doing things too long. Set yourself up. We're starting in 10 seconds. Elbow, shoulder, open, hip pointing forward, knee in line with your bum, other hand, foot extended, and let's go. So check with your hip here, oop, bring it over. You can lift your arm up. Where's your arm? Is it back? Is it forward? Roll your chest open. And now I want you to press your elbow in and see if you can really squeeze that lower part here. And you can poke yourself. Can you feel it getting tight? Press in your knee, lift up, reach up for 7 more seconds. Do you want to just lift the toe for a little bit? For 3, 2, 1, and rest. Come down, up for a squat and pull down. 7 more seconds. I'll do it this way so you can see sideways. Remember, sit down, arms up, in. Think about bringing your elbows behind your shoulder blades. Breathe in. Squeeze your inner butt cheek and pelvic floor comes up. 10 more seconds. Sit into your heels. Squeeze up. 3, 2, 1. On the floor. Other side, side plank. Elbow, shoulder, open up. Hips pointing forward. Knee in line with your hip. Tap that foot down. 3, 2, 1. Boom. Bum up. So check in, reset, press your elbow in. Open your chest, you can lift your arm. It's not here, it's not there. You can look at it. Really squeeze a little bit more. Press your knee in, press your elbow in. Hips are pointing forward, so adjust if you need to. You are halfway. Totally cool if one side is more awful than the other. We have 7 more seconds. Can you lift that toe? Point it, flex it, point it, flex it. That's just for entertainment. And lower. Now, elevated push-ups. Find your spot. 7 seconds, set yourself up. Hands under your shoulders or your shoulder blades down. Your bum, boom. Don't stick it out. You're on your toes. Lead with your chest. Think about your elbows going backwards more than they're going out. Just think it. I promise that worked. Now you can see me. Now you don't. Boop. We have 15 more seconds. Come on. You can do a few more. I do suggest not doing this on a round table. Kind of dumb. But hey, this is what I have available. 3, 2, 1. This was round 1. You having fun yet? No? Come on. Pretend. Do it for me. Hand under your shoulder. Knee back. Hip forward. And lift. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Press your elbow in and make sure your chest is open. Hip is pointing forward. Lift up. So you might have to force yourself in a little bit of a rotation because this shoulder, we tend to come forward. We don't want that. And our hip tends to lift up. Hold it for 10 more seconds. Or if you feel fancy, lift your toe, point, flex. Just for entertainment. 3, 2, 1. Squat and pull down. If you need more rest time, you just pause me, you ignore me, you do whatever you need to do, right? 7 seconds. Feet apart, can point out a little bit. Shoulders back, shorten the distance. Whew. Arms up and in. Even though we are pulling back behind here, the most important thing is still the pelvic floor engagement on the way up. Breathe in and squeeze those inner butt cheeks. On the way, relax. Squeeze. Come on. We only have like 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Meet me on the floor. So we all have a side that's our good side, right? Hip, knee, in line. 3, 2, 1. Arm up. Hips pointing forward. Squeeze. Push your elbow and your knee in. Then you're going to get a little bit more engagement. Where's your hand? Is it behind? Check in with it. Squeeze. Press your elbow in. Press your knee in. Tuck that pelvis under. Engage your pelvic floor. Think about like wrapping a corset around your belly. And we have 8 more seconds if you want. Now lift. Flex. Or you don't have to lift anything. If this is not working for you, then now bums down, everyone. Elevated push-up. Try here this time. That's not round. So set yourself up. Roll your shoulder blades to your ears. That's going to help with the elbows coming down. Walk yourself out. Is your bum out? Tuck your pelvis under. Squeeze your bum. And let's go. So it really depends how high you are. But I always want you to try and think chest to wall, chest to table. Keep your core engaged. Squeeze your bum a little bit. Look up straight. And the breath out is where you push up. So in, pelvic floor, down, up. Come on, 3, 2, 1. First round already done. If you have your water handy, have a sip of water now. Mine's inside. And I will show you the next exercise. But if you need more rest, you pause me. If you want to just do another round of the side plank squat and elevated push-up, rewind. That's the beauty of doing workouts at home, right? Online. Anywho, we're moving on. And now you need your dumbbell and possibly the elastic. We're starting with a row. So if you were using a certain weight for bicep curls, you might need a lighter one for the row because our bicep is a bigger muscle and the little muscles we have here. And when we use two heavy weights for a row, we tend to get up into our shoulders here, and that can create a lot of tension. We don't want that. So again, shoulders down, and really think about pulling your shoulder blades together behind your head. So I'm setting myself up, feet are hip width apart, shoulders back. One foot comes forward. So for everybody, this is different. I'm going to bend forward. I'm still not sure will my heel be down or not and how big my stance has to be. But what I know is my hips and my arm point forward and I'm rowing back. If you have an elastic, you can also now stand on your elastic and use that. Or just use seriously, go in your kitchen, see what you find there. So we're starting that on the right side, and later we will do the left side. If you have an elastic and if you want to use it, you can use it for the second part of this circuit. Start at the edge of your mat or wherever. Shoulders back. I want you to check in with your toes because they are pointing forward. You take 3 steps. My watch doesn't think I'm working out. And lift 1, 2, 3. And back 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Keep your core engaged. If balance isn't really where it needs to be, just stand and alternate sides. Now we're doing another row and then skaters or power steps. So skater will be this. I'd like you to try to land in like a one-leg squat. I'm not a big fan of this hip turning thing. Other coaches might see this differently. In the end, you do what works for you, right? But the power comes from the outside foot. So even if you're not making it fast, lower and power. Really think about powering. This is Olympic skating. Y'all Canadians. So this is it. It's gonna be good. Did I mention we're doing it twice for 30 seconds? So we have 10 seconds. Grab your weight, set yourself up, shoulder comes back, hips are pointing forward, and we're starting in 3, 2, 1. Remember, core is engaged. Belt buckle is slightly up, like it was in the warm-up hip tilts. Are you busted? Didn't you do your warm-up? So we lengthen, pull back. Make sure your shoulder stays straight. I don't want to see any of that. You are in control. You are in control on the way down of the weight and up. We only have about 5 more seconds. Extend, pull back, breathe in, breathe out. Now, if you want to use your elastic, you got 10 seconds. Pause me if you need to. Feet are apart, pointing forward. You're leading with the side here. Lead with the heel and the side of your leg. So 1, 2, 3. Plant your foot. Keep the tension. 1, 2, 3. Land. 1, 2. Lead with the heel. Feet are not turning out. 1, 2, 3. Back. So check in your feet all the time. Most of us have one foot where the toes want to lead the way. They are not. 3 more seconds. And rest. So we rode on the right, or I rode on the right, so now I'm rowing on the left. Whatever hand you didn't use, you use it now. Feet hip width apart, forward. So the rowing leg is where it's back. You can put your hand on your knee if you want. Shoulders facing forward. Let's go. So I want you to not let the weight control the descent. That's your breath in, out, you pull back. Control. What do we do on the breath out? How big floor comes in. 10 more seconds. 6 seconds, come on. Realign and rest. Up to you now, 10 seconds more rest. Power steps, skaters. Hey, how Canadian are you? Are you skating? Are you power stepping? Totally up to you. Pelvic floor lightly engaged. 3, 2, 1. Swoosh. Swoosh. Make it powerful. Land, feet next to each other. Core is engaged. You can bend forward a little bit, but I want you to hang like a wet rag. You are halfway. At 10 seconds, I'll give you the opportunity to speed it up. Got more? Let's go. 5 seconds. All right, I lied. Now it's 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Bingo. This was round 1. Row with whatever hand was rowing the first time. I'll face you now. Shoulders come back and roll back. So my shoulders are not moving. Everything is stationary. Push your hip forward. That can help. The back hip forward and pull your forward hip backwards. Breathe in, extend. 10 seconds. Keep your spine elongated. There's nothing on the floor that's interesting. There's nothing up high that's interesting. 3, 2, 1. Grab your elastic if you want. I'm not going to grab one this time so you can see what it looks like without. Whew, getting warm. Feet are hip width apart. 3, 2, 1. Micro bend in your knees. 1, 2, 3. And lift. 1, 2, 3. See how I have my hand in front of my chest? We're not birds. Contrary to belief, your arms out doesn't help with balance. So keep everything into the midline. That's where your balance is, your core. In pregnancy, our center of gravity is thrown out. And then when we get our bellies back, the core strength is not there, so we can feel off balance. Rest. Remember which side you rowed on last time? Now you're rowing the other side. Feet apart, hip width, step forward, shoulder back. Pause me if you need to. Set yourself up. Let's go. Hand can be on your knee, hip, elbows. And what's that? Shoulders facing forward, hips facing forward. Mom brain, I'll let you know when mine comes back. 15 seconds, come on. Control. Your elbow is really close to your body, almost as if you're smearing it, rubbing it into your shirt, whatever you have on there. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're already at the last 30 seconds of this exercise, or this circuit, which is this workout. 5 seconds, power skaters, power steps, whatever it is, and let's go. Swoosh, swoosh, power. Come on. Land solid with a little bend in your knee, whole foot's on the floor. Can use your arms. We are halfway, and the last 10 seconds, if you have a little more, 10 seconds, come on. Let's go. 5, 3, 2, last one, boom. Walk it out. You did it. And if you're not done yet, rewind. Do another round. Who's stopping you? Okay, baby, etc., etc. I get it. Anyways, why doesn't my hair look pink? Do not skip the cool down. I'm waiting for you in the cool down.